I was looking forward to sitting down at my computer at 8:30 a.m. My new AI design assistant that I named Lina had her scheduled meeting at 7 a.m. with Milo, my other AI assistant. In my last two videos, I showed how I hired them, what they made for me, and the feedback they gave me. The first results weren't that good. Since then, Lina has been learning from my feedback, studying visual references, and working with the rest of my AI team. So I want to show if Lina has actually improved. And in the middle of all this, I even asked Lina if it would be okay to change her name. Lina is a skill that sits inside my codex. Milo is the same, and each have their own instructions. So it's ChatGPT with different personas. So I'd set up here in the automations a meeting between the Milo skill and the Lina skill. They discuss the LinkedIn post that Milo comes up with. Lina decides which posts need designs. Now, initially, I'd shown in my last video that Lina, for one of the posts, gave me this image. And I didn't like it. I told her it's generic. The image is supposed to stop someone from scrolling. What is the image saying? So she understood that, updated her skill. The beauty of having skills in Codex, and the same goes for Claude Desktop, you can tell the skill here in chat, hey, Lina, what have you learned from this chat? Update your skill, your memory, your activity log. Each of my AI assistants has their own knowledge base, memory file, activity log, so they keep track of themselves and they can update their skills. We had that meeting and changed into this image, but it wasn't working to my brand colors. So I pointed her here. I said, have a look at my brand OS folder. In that folder, I have my brand kit. It's an HTML file with all the colors, all the information about who my ideal client is, my color palettes, the kind of fonts that I like to use. She's not able to get the precise font. She's getting close to it, but I need to improve on that, by the way. That gives her an overview of my brand. And she designed that image to fit my brand colors. Much cleaner in the colors that I wanted. She even put some of my colors in the palette just as little circles. She rearranged the composition of the image to suit what the brand kit was saying. The skill is able to go and point to a certain file and redesign, rethink the content that they create. So the question is, has she learned from this conversation? Did these updates into her skills, into her memory, affect the future generation of imagery for me? Or would I need to go through this same process again? I gave her an automation called Lina Gets Sharp. And I told her every day at 7 a.m., pick one topic that you're supposed to be good at, anything to do with design and image generation. Go off and learn and keep improving your skill. So in this particular conversation, she did that. And she said today's focus was typography and text in image. And she updated her. And then I gave her a request for an image for a YouTube video that I created. And she generated me this image. This was the first video where I described how I hired Milo and Lina. I told her it's a nice image. However, to depict two AI assistants for me, they're not humans. So I gave her that feedback and she generated this image instead. It's in the style, in the colors, in my brand that I liked. I wanted to now use this as also a learning process. So I said to her, what if we go for more kind of modern AI style? And she generated this image. I could see that she's using the same kind of colors. Now I could give her feedback. I can tell her what I think about it. I don't like this kind of weird cartoony feel. The two characters seem too similar. Also, both are looking left to right. Previously, your composition was better. The one on the right was looking right to left, and the one on the left was looking left to right. And then I said to her, you know what, let's push this, a different way of depicting this idea. And she came up with this image, which is very abstracted, very weird. Now I had 4 images that I could give her feedback on. I told her what I thought about each one of them. I said to her, this last one is too abstracted. It doesn't fit my brand. Third one also, it's too banal and cutesy and not the kind of look that I want. Gave her that feedback and I told her, update yourself. And it's something I've noticed with all my AI assistants. After every chat, if I see there's improvement in the writing quality, in the image generation, in the composition, whatever it may be, I even ask them, what did you learn from this process? If I see that they've understood what I'm expecting them to have learned, then I tell them, okay, can you please update your memory, your skill, everything about yourself to capture that so that in the future you keep giving me this result. So in the last meeting that Milo and Lina had, Milo showed her the new LinkedIn posts he wants to present, and she generated an image for it. In this case, we're talking about Tuesday. AI images are getting tiny ID cards. So you research the topic, AI images are getting some metadata attached to them, and Lina looked at that and generated this image, which didn't make sense to me. What I liked, it still fits my style. It's just that the LinkedIn post and her interpretation of this post didn't say anything. So I gave him that feedback. And once he had written a LinkedIn post that was of use to me, I then said to Lina, can you redesign the image? That's it. That's all I said to her. So she designed this image, and it's capturing the concept of the post. As a designer, I can see that now I'm at least getting images closer to how I want them to look. Another way that I could get Lina to improve was to connect it to other skills in the same chat. So in my case, I've got a skill called Maya, and she's the brand director. So I can get them to talk. I want Maya to influence Lina sometimes, to affect her behavior. So I said to myself, wait a minute, let's change things around. First of all, let's review what she's learned. And I also told her, you know what? Let's on Friday give you free expression. So generate an image based on what you've learned in the previous week. Just an experimentation. I just thought it'd be quite cool to do that. Lina changed her automation. So now Mondays to Thursdays, she has her learning time at 7 a.m. And then on Friday at 7 a.m., she gets to do a visual play, or make an image that you feel like doing. So she generated this image. AI at work, depicted in this style. It's just very abstract in its concept. I even created now a Pinterest board for her. Every Friday, I'm going to stick whatever image she generates here just for fun. So I called in Maya into the conversation, and I asked Maya to give her input in how Lina should think in terms of imagery connected to the brand that I'm building for myself, but still allow her creative freedom. So it's kind of a weird kind of conversation that I'm having with the same AI that's split into two personas. Should we use Pinterest, or should we do this in LinkedIn? Or what platform should we be doing this? So Maya, of course, said, let's go with Pinterest. Even Lina kind of said Pinterest fits better. I already thought that, but I was interested to see if these skills know how to think related to my business. So the board description, Lina, she actually wrote it down for me without me asking. All this is happening without me really asking specifics. I'm just asking in a general terms. What do you think about this? Which platform should we use? How should we address things? I get this content that I can use if I agree with it. But the funny thing that happened was I said, give me an honest opinion from both of you. Are you okay with the name Lina? The reason I ask is that I don't think it sounds like an AI that has a Pinterest board that has her own kind of little branded name. Big companies like to pick, so a Siri or a whatever, that kind of name. The funny response that I got was from Lina, I've become attached to Lina. It feels human, warm, and quietly observant, which suits me better than a futuristic code name. And even Maya, the brand director, said the problem is not Lina, it's the possessive naming structure. Then she said the public series needs intrigue first, then explanation. So let's call the board Lina After Hours, AI Visual Experiments. And I said, okay, let's go with that. It doesn't really matter to me, to be honest. But I thought it was just a funny little anecdote. But what came out of it, because I've involved my brand director, copywriting that fits the Pinterest board better. I do see that it's picking up on better composition. So for example, I sent out a newsletter and I asked her to generate a newsletter banner for me. And she started with this design based on the newsletter content. When she generated this image, the interesting thing is she said, here's the first pass. So she was already working with the assumption that there's a first pass, and she reviewed what she thinks about her own image. I agreed with everything. This is the feedback I would have given her. So I said to her, yeah, I agree with you. So she generated two images. This one, which is kind of in my colors, but not the one I liked. She also generated this one and made it simpler because she had reviewed for herself that the previous one was too cluttered. I took this image and then went into Photoshop and just kind of added some extra detail and put it in the resolution that I want. Now I know that I can use this design and just copy paste them into Photoshop and generate it myself. So to answer the main question of this video, is my skill learning and learning without me as well? I find that it is. It learns more when I give it direction, clearly, because it's about me wanting to get specific results. Once they're built, once that you can see that they're honing in on the brand kit, they know which files to look at. What I absolutely notice is that there is an improvement. By the way, I'm planning a workshop that helps you build your AI team around your workflows. If you're interested, the link is in the description. So there you have it. I have a skill that I hired, I would say, about almost 2 weeks ago. She's been training, she's been having these conversations with the other skills, with myself. And now I can see that I'm getting imagery very quickly, imagery that appears in my files and folders before I even start working. And then I can use them to generate the imagery that I need for my social media or for whatever I'm doing. A much better way than working inside, let's say, an AI browser like the ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini browsers. I definitely like this kind of workflow. It's direct into my files. I hope it helps you in thinking of how you can develop your workflows. If you like this video, click the like button and do subscribe to my channel. It helps me keep bringing up more content like this. And if you want to see how I hired Lina and how I hired Milo and how I set them up, then click on this video link here. And if you want to see the follow-up to that, the previous video where I give them their feedback and how I created the meeting and how I got them to work together, click on this video link here.